Okay, now our next speaker is Dr. Mohammed Khan Abdul Malik, who is an assistant professor at the Department of English at Jazan University. His specialization is in linguistics, and his main interest area is developing effective teaching and learning methods of English and Arabic, with a focus on the development of employability, life, and soft skills. He has published 2 books and written more than 25 articles. Hello, Dr. Malik. How are you? Dr. Malik, can you please unmute your microphone?
Yeah, thank
Hello,
you.
how are you, Dr. Malik?
Alhamdulillah, everything is okay.
Good, excellent. So the floor is yours. Please share your presentation, and please also start the video if you can. Thank you so much. Thank
Okay.
you so much. Okay. And we would appreciate if you could share your presentation.
Yes, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
My
The
sound is
floor is
okay?
yours. Yeah, it's okay, but the presentation is still not here. So can you please use share screen and share your presentation so we can see what you are to present?
1 minute, just
No
slideshow.
problem. We're waiting.
No, it's okay?
No, I can't see the screen right now. On the bottom, you can see that green thing. It says share screen. Can you please click that and share your screen with us? I assume your presentation is on your screen right now, but please share it with us as well. If you click the green button there, at the bottom of the screen, you will see it says share screen, an arrow in a box.
And that arrow is not appearing. I don't know. What's the reason? That's not appearing. Nothing appearing
It's not
downwards.
appearing?
Not appearing.
Okay. Now, at the bottom of your screen, there is like the stop video, mute, participants, Q&A, chat, and there is a green box saying share screen. Can you please click that?
Now it's okay.
Okay.
Now it appeared.
Okay. You see it now. All right. Good.
Is it there?
Not yet. Not yet.
What's the problem?
Okay.
Now it's there, I think.
Excellent. Excellent. Fabulous. All right. The floor is yours.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Dr. Malik. Thank you.
Okay. First of all, I am really, I want to, yes, to speak, please. Just okay. So my deep and heartfelt condolences on the death of your Prince Khalif bin Salman Al Khalifa, Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Bahrain. You people suffered a lot, but even then, your efforts I appreciate. Then I welcome all participants who took some time out being with us. And I really appreciate English Language Center, Bahrain University efforts, planning, and management of this international web conference. Why? Because I find approximately since August, they are busy. And this is not something easy. We say conference, webinar, but it takes a lot of efforts. I appreciate really. And especially the topic they selected that is most wanted topic of the day. That is extending higher education learning beyond the classroom, integrating life and employability skills, and with relevant stands. My topic also is close to this ELT assessment patterns, dictate teaching learning approaches, that is a hindrance to map out employability and life skills. So this was just introductory comments from my side. Now my topic you can see here, but I want to focus because time is short. I have made the summary of the article that I prepared. For example, before starting, I would like to say that so many aspects of research are there: ELT, curriculum, assessment, but this is in books, papers. My request is wherever our colleagues, faculty members are, students are, that it needs practice, application. Everybody knows what are the problems we are facing. What are the problems that our graduates face once they leave their college, university? When they go to labor market for computation, international level, what are their problems? Students know, and we faculty members, management. That's why this conference, I think, and this is the most wanted area of research. I appreciate this because all these things were in my mind. Now I am 63, Alhamdulillah, but my feelings are close to this different topics of this conference, especially skills. Either they are language skills or their soft skills. So I would like to start like this: research, a plethora of research on multifarious areas of English language. This is there. We can find it. Just I want to say problems we know. What we need, the most important, that is application, management. If I am saying a lot, do this, do this, do this, don't do this, don't do this, this will not work. Whatever the problems, and we should not wait for the time that everything okay, then we will start. No, everything will never be okay, I think, especially in third world countries. Whatever the situation is, we need to do our best. And teachers is everything except management, except government. Teacher is an actor. He can do a lot. In addition to fixed pattern of your assessment on his own. So teacher is really, what should I say? I can't find a suitable word for teacher. Teacher can do a lot. Students can, but first we have to motivate our students. They should be ready to learn. How human beings are motivated? They are motivated because of their needs, because of their needs. If we realize our students that today you are, for example, at graduation level, schools or university level, you are being taught English language, different skills. Why? This is not just to take good grades and certificates and degrees. You have to apply this. You have to use this in real life situations. So prepare yourself. This world is very rough and tough outside classrooms. So you have to prepare yourself, and teachers have to motivate them, have to realize them, prepare them. Then especially in, if you don't mind, I will do apologize, Gulf states, students are, I think, the level of motivation is not up to the mark. We need to motivate them, realize them. Because in my situation, in our area, students always go for good grades, not for knowledge. So we have to realize them. Parents send to us, we are responsible. Management, teachers, faculty, whatever, I think we are responsible. Time is short, I can't say each and everything. So unfortunately, there's a lot of criticism on ELT output just for the sake of criticism with reference to employability. and life skills, but practically the least has been done so far. A wise saying is that action speaks louder than words. Words are there, people know, faculty knows, students know, but we have to do something practically. If we love our students, if we love our job profession. I'm addressing myself, please. My friends and sisters don't mind it. Brother, sister, I am addressing myself. These are my weaknesses. Please don't mind it. My weaknesses. And the best question last session, one, I think Bahrain University, one friend was saying, I like this, that always ask yourself, this is the best question. I am doing what I am supposed to do. I am achieving. My production is up to the mark for which I been from Pakistan, from anywhere from the world. So we have to ask ourselves, and things will be better, inshallah. The syllabus may be different in different colleges. My topic was that, especially pinpoint in a word, that assessment patterns always dictate us to teach this. This is more important. This is less important. And the same followed by students. They also prepare whatever is important for assessment, tests, exams. And public exam also, we prepare our students, graduates for public exam. So the syllabus may be different in different colleges and university, but approximately the assessment pattern are the same. I'm talking about third world countries where language is being taught as second language or foreign language. Now this is everybody knows what is this, but first of all, we should have standardized curriculum, then teaching learning strategies, then assessment, and then washback. The word washback is there, but this was in 80s, this was used. And washback is just for improvement. We should look back, either curriculum, teaching, learning approaches, and assessment. They match. What is the output? And if we see some weaknesses, then we should go for improvement. So this is a cycle that must never stop, go on and on. The alarming situation is that maximum questions are responded through cramming and rote learning. There is the least creative and analytical approach. Why? Because we prepare question. For example, we make some creative question, but response is not creative. Response is just ready-made questions. And we must never take up questions from books, exercises. They should be a creative question so that students should respond creatively. Exceptions are always there. A few, I can't say what I am saying, this is 100% like this. Exceptions are always there. A few graduates or postgraduates may be excellent, but majority of the output is a bit weak and lacks confidence in the use of English language in challenging situations. Because they have to face the world. They will be outside classroom. We have to realize our students. Because they are not so mature. We have to motivate, we have to realize them. We have to prepare them mentally. The focus should be on how can the ELT approaches and assessment pattern be adapted and transferred specifically to meet the demand of the labor market, employability and life skills, including soft skills in practical life-like situations. Here I want to add just one point that's not in my topic. But when you prepare graduates, they should be able to use English language and its skills effectively. At the same time, they should be prepared productive human being, true believers in God, their professional, what should I say, professional love. They should be honest, they should be committed. Wherever they go, people should trust them, blind trust. because we polish their personality like this. These degrees are sharing only course content. This is not sufficient. Development of their personality, polishing their personality, this is the most important. If they are doctor, we teach also medical students English. If they are doctor, they should be best doctor, best believers. Means they should do their work honestly. And these are called values, teamwork spirit. So values should also be there. Values cannot be tested, they cannot be measured, but they can be judged after a long time. So this is another aspect that I want to focus. For example, if uneducated people cheat the words, then no problem. They are uneducated. They have no knowledge. But if educated people, if they are cheating the world, cheating, I don't want to say something. For example, this online, people are in a word abusing technology. They are abusing technology. So what is the education? This is just 2 plus 2, 4, nothing else. If they are abusing, technology is for benefits, for positive purposes, not to exploit the situation and befool the people. So this is most something I found, this computer, laptops, mobiles, everything is there. I think spoiling, they are spoiling humanity, human being, innocent, raw, the mind, their brain, they're spoiling. Please always give 2, 3, 5 minutes to your class, to your students. Please do this and don't do this. Morally, we should polish them. Sorry to say, but this is what I feel, because these are my experience. I again say I am 63, so these are my findings, these are my feelings. Education should be for positive goals, for not for negative. And then ELT faculty and learners are forced to teach and learn as assessment pattern demand. Students love, teachers love what is assessed. Maybe something more important like skills, soft skills, that they are the most important, but they ignore. Because why? Why? Because they are not assessed, they are not tested, they are not graded. So the English question paper patterns are most important entity for the teacher and the taught for success in final examination with good grades. Maybe you can't see, sorry, I couldn't see it. I'm a bit emotional because when I see the prevailing situation, so what are we teaching them and what are they learning? Job is something else. Job skills something else. They are, I think, first we should be better human being than job. So our EFL graduates lack confidence in effective communication. These are our problems, real problems. Effective communication, they lack problem solving. This is a problem. They can't solve problems. Either they have to write something, they have to create something. Then creativity and analytical skills, they lack. We should develop these skills in addition to whatever our fixed patterns are, assessment patterns. They are fixed, I know, but we should develop all these skills. For example, effective communication, problem solving through different assignments, activities, inside classroom and outside, home assignment, presentation, teamwork, everything should, we can do, not if too much, something we can do. Just we should put on the track. If they, once they are on the track, then they will develop themselves. Because when a student join college, I think they understand everything. What is positive, what is negative. We need to revisit all relevant aspects for an overall improvement. Generally, the EFL learners go for good grades and not for knowledge, skills, competency, and values to meet employers and labor market ever-growing demand. So what is washback? Just I used, so it must be clear. Washback, it's fluent, white wash forward or back wash. So it is wash back because its influence seems working backward. Hence the term wash back mean a test how impact, how influence our curriculum, our teaching approaches, and our assessment. So negative aspect means test negative or undesirable effect on teaching and learning. For example, something the most important, but the teacher and the students don't wish to teach or learn. Why? Because they are not tested, they are not graded. Different learning domains are given similar response through ready-made material with minimum creative and creative critical approach. The majority of, for example, if we say domains mean knowledge, skills, and competency, but even for this, we have to cram rote learning. So this should be discouraged. Even if they write, for example, one sentence, that should be their own, students' own creative language. They are following others' ideas, other languages. And that is not writing, that is reproduction. That is reproduction, others' ideas, others' language. Majority of the graduates reproduce others' ideas. They are not creative writer, which is so shocking. So the question arises, why is this all failure, despite concerted efforts for an overall improvement? The possible answer is that all relevant aspects of VLT need to be interrogated seriously and honestly. Ultimately, there is a dire need to fill the gaps. This red, you can see I did it intentionally. So we have to fill these gaps. We have to overcome our weaknesses. We can't say always, we can't blame students, they are at fault. We as teachers, we have also, I am asking myself, weaknesses are there with me. Muhammad Khan also. So first Muhammad Khan should overcome his weaknesses and then he should expect students' weaknesses. So both have to work hard. So these gaps should be filled, whatever, and overcome weaknesses at different levels. I'm just skipping to save the time. If someone says that there is nothing wrong with the teaching material, teaching approaches, and the level of assessment, this claim is clearly questionable and deniable. Please don't mind, maybe this is my style, I don't know. Sometime I request you don't mind it. I am addressing myself. Take it this way that I am addressing myself. All management and different levels have to revisit the existing alarming situations to ensure English language teaching and learning a success. Means on paper, everything is there. This is my experience. On paper, everything is there. There is a lot of discussion, very polished, standard, but in paper. What about our output or production? Our graduates' production? What about their skills? This is the question I am worried about. So all this is difficult, but not impossible. It's not easy, it is difficult, but not impossible. Nothing is impossible. We can make it easy. Just the stakeholders, management, and we are also part of stakeholders, internal stakeholders, teachers, students, departments, faculty members, students, and parents have to play their roles. Especially the parents who are educated, they can help a lot. The faculty members can do a lot toward development of various and most wanted skills in English language learners through administrative and stakeholder support. So stakeholders should be these, for example, employers, especially. What are their demands? They should be involved. This is just feedback we can take from internal stakeholders like students, teachers, trainer to make it easy. This is just summary to save the time. Graduates, parents of students. External can be employers of graduates, companies, professional organization. They can give feedback. Your graduates in open market, when they join their duty, what are their problems? They their problems are multiplied, even if they get some job. So they employed, but now they should be employable. Employable mean this is lifelong improvement, lifelong learning, lifelong improvement. So our students should also look, if you are graduate, it doesn't mean you finished everything. The day we think that we are perfect, we are complete, the next moment, the next day is a bit long. The next moment, our ignorance starts. I am graduate, I'm postgraduate, and finish. No, that is just foundation. Learning process should never stop. Lifelong learning. For Muslim, there's hadith, utlibul ilma min al-mahdi ila al-lahad. And Western world slogan is lifelong learning. So learning is lifelong. We should never stop it. These are the same thing, I think, stakeholders. So you can see core stakeholders, faculty, staff, advisors, students, administrators. They are core stakeholders. Other people can suggest, but who can apply? Faculty members, advisors, and students themselves, and administrators. Others are there, but these are most important. Core stakeholders, they are the most important. What are the skills? Simple writing. We ask them fill in the blank, MCQs, objective type questions. This is okay. Some objectives type question should be there, some MCQ should be there, fill in the blank should be there. But this is not sufficient. These are the demand of the present century. For example, these are soft skills. If I'm asked, teamwork, problem solving, all these you can read. So these skills should be developed. They are not tested, but on our own, being teachers, being their well-wisher. Because parents send to us, we have to make something. This morning I was saying just away, and the teacher, they stand there, they are stand still there, wherever they are. But people passing through them, they succeed. So wherever we lead them, they will go, inshallah. So now see, these words, this is a joke. This is a joke, you can see. And this is fact, factual joke. Teacher teaches what is mayya and tested. Khalas, over. Teacher mayas what is taught. Students also learn and prepare what is tested. Please think about these things. I'm not saying this. This is research. Most important skills are ignored for the only reason that they are not tested. So many things are not tested. For example, your values are not tested. Your commitment, your honesty, this is not tested. So we should not say something about soft skills. We must. We must. The time, I should be careful about time.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Dr. Khan,
yes.
We're running out of time, so we would appreciate if we...
Yeah, so I'm going to, this
Sure,
is my
sure.
comment from my comments. I'm sorry to say that I was running, but even then time is short. We should not
problem,
wait for that. This is my message for my friends and message for
Sure.
myself. We should not wait for the
Yes.
time when everything will be all okay, ideal. We should not wait for ideal time. Instead, the teacher and the taught, they should utilize the best practices right now. Whatever they can do, please, please, please. My ex-students, graduates, when they meet, they say, I appeared 2-3 times in job test, I failed. And grade is A+ and A. I should ask myself why. Who gave them grade? I. Who taught them? I.
Very true.
So, we should not always blame students, please. I am asking myself, sorry. So many things, very important collection I did. Just influence learning, just quickly. Test influence learning, test influence what learners learn, test influence how learners learn, test influence rate and sequence of learning, test influence the degree and depth of learning, test influence attitude to the content, method, teaching, learning, test have washback on all learners and teachers, and sometimes to some students and some teachers. Just my
Okay, Dr. Khan, we have 1 minute left, so.
Okay. Just question answer if they have. Thank you. Over.
Thank you so much, Dr. Khan. Yeah, I really enjoyed your session and your ideas. They are truly inspiring. And it reminded me of my time when I first started teaching, actually years back, in another country at the university setting, where the institutional TOEFL was present. And yeah, we started teaching accordingly. So, you know, you have made a very clear point about testing and relating it to teaching as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And now we would really appreciate your feedback on the presentation. Please take your time and fill in the form that appeared on the screen.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Khan.
Thank you.